welcome back to this domination on South Africa. Oh yeah, we floaty the boaty today, lads. This is a foray into one of my earliest matches in the Italian naval tech trees. Since you can, I like to use a boat of each type so that I'm able to hopefully gain some RP for each one. That way you don't have to split your time between blue water and coastal. Even though coastal is technically my favorite, once you get up to like above 3.0, turns really brutal. Like it's not friendly at all, especially depending on what's your VR and what your tech tree is specifically. So like you get 3.0, 3.3 American ships versus some of the stuff from Germany and Japan, and you're kind of in trouble. I don't make a very good showing of it in this little coastal craft. I did not know that my guns would only go 2.2 miles, so it's not as if I could have shot these people until they got into range. And as soon as I got into range, they damaged both of my guns and set me on fire, and I died. Not very cool, huh? That wasn't very cash money of me. But what do you do? Yeah, you see me here adjusting the ammunition. It's very important to do this before you go into a lobby, or you're basically a powder keg. If you have difficulty deciding how much to take, just play a few matches and see how much it costs, per bullet, and how much you pay to reload. And in that way you'll know how much to take. I kind of like the way they have the gun platform on this ship. Look how it's on like its own little pedestal there. Probably not good there for defensibility, but keeps the people from far down below from just walking around right next to it like you would on an American ship where they're just plastered right on the deck. I always wonder if anybody might have been standing next to one and had the dang thing turn over their foot. You know how it goes. Stupid things can happen. They're pretty much guaranteed to. I hear him shooting at a person out of sight, but I'm not sure if it's hitting the hill on the other side of that island or not. But yeah, if you haven't tried Naval and Warthunder, you totally should. Here I'm not used to having mines, so I'm laying them out to see how it works and how long it takes. What's the interval? I doubt anyone comes over here into my spawn area, but they could, theoretically. The only other thing about this game mode is that you need to be like a super space wizard to like get hits on the move. You have to look at your motion, your speed, your lead, what your little targeting computer tells you, plus you have to look at the enemy and their motion, their speed, whether or not they're throttle jacking or steering left and right to zigzag, because that's going to change the range. And you have to look at your guys' relative approach or departure from each other. So if you're going away from each other, the range is going to consistently increase. If you're coming towards each other, the range is consistently going to decrease. And if you're justified, side to side, parallel, more parallel, then yeah, you're going to have to lead further to the front or to the back. And those are things that you sometimes got to aim off of the little targeting marker caret there. And I really need to not run around with the torpedo aiming on all the time. Now that I'm watching it back, it looks super annoying. Just little shorts. Yeah, it's always bad when the ship is turned square away from you, like it is here now, because that means you have to shoot in a very narrow window. And I may not be the best at naval, but I'm not super bad at it. It makes way more sense to me than does flying, which is like hard for me. We're going over here to see if we can get this objective. And here you see that my aim is horrible. I'm leading way too much. Can't quite tell if they slowed down or if I was just closer than I realized. I'm having it out now with one of the American ships. I think it's the Nevada 7-3. And the main guns, uber slow, like 40-some seconds to reload. But they are pretty close, usually within 0.20 meters. But then the secondaries, unless you're within like 5,000 meters, you know, you either you come over under by like 1.5 kilometers to 0.80. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I have it set up to fire both guns, you know, when you click. So if you click the mouse, it shoots the main guns. Then you click the mouse again, it shoots the secondary guns. We'll have to shoot the main guns, then try to rethink my windage, elevation, all that, and go down anywhere from 0.8 to 1.5, you know, on the meters, and shoot a bunch of those and pay attention to when your reload comes, and then lift it back up before you shoot your main guns, you know, 0.8 low, which happens to me all the time when things get heavier. I actually got a 5-pack of boosters, which never happens. They always give me backups. But yeah, I got a 5-pack of boosters yesterday and had the time to play one match. And I put them both, you know, 1 SL, 1 RP, 200% on. Got into a match rather quickly, which it seems like they reduced the threshold for number of players, because there was like 4 people on each team. Not very many, but you know, it's better for them to just let you in there so you can still try to grind. And it was just crazy. It was like the booster magic happened. I just couldn't score any points, didn't get any kills. The match was over super fast, and it's like, wow, 7.3, and the match is like less than 10 minutes. Is crazy. See, you get looking at someone in a moment like this, you're not really, you want to wait unless you're very accurate, because when they're turning, that's just going to change the entire scheme that you need to use to get hits. There goes my teammate there. We didn't do a bad job of staying together, but we also didn't pull the match out either. It's kind of sad when you lose, but I still had fun here. Yeah, my policy is the closest ship or the farthest ship out. If there's some people are close to me, I try to shoot for the closest ship to me. And in the opening, I try to shoot for the farthest outside on the flank, and then work my way to the center. Why that's my targeting priorities, I don't know, but it just makes sense to me. At least my teammate's able to get hits here. Looks like he got a few. But while this is winding down here, you know, if you haven't played Naval, you should try. It's very fun, and it can be a good break from, you know, getting stale on air RB or ground RB. But that's neither here nor there. If you've been here with me watching, I super appreciate you. And most importantly, I hope that you have a good day, and you don't let anything get you down. It's not worth it. This is County Check, signing off, and we'll see you on the next one. Love you.